Jill Leslie has it with 8:17 to go in the first period. We're tied at 4.
Here's Chambers taking on Monahan. She had no problem taking Monahan to the paint at OBU.
She spins, throws one up. A terrible shot. Well defended by Monahan. Off the glass, Awad has it. She speeds back the other way. Now spin dribbles left wing. Cross courts at right wing side for Adams. Georgia veers back top of the circle. That's actually Monahan. Now to Adams. Foul line left with it is Hannah Giddy, the younger sister of Oklahoma City forward Josh Giddy, and as she slides left, she turns left and lays it in with the left hand off the window.
Well, I tell you, SNU really showing some offense at the start of this game, 3 for 3 on their possessions.
6-4 Southern Nazarene with 7:40 to play here in the first period. Out high with it is Getman, her first touch offensively. On the wing, Kennedy Large, her first touch. She spins down, drops around Adams, scoops it up, missed it. Leslie was over the back of Giddy, the ball poked out, and Awad has it for Southern Nazarene. Well, they sealed the glass that time to prevent a second chance.
Yeah, the last 2 possessions by OBU really not the most favorable shots.
Awad, foul line left, Reither. She has a 3 earlier this ball game. Georgia Adams in the corner, dribbles up in front of Bo Overton to the OBU bench. Adams to the foul line, 9 to shoot. Bounces elbow left for Giddy. 5 seconds to shoot. Giddy backing down against Leslie, drop steps, throws it up and hit the rim and rolls in. It looked like it was going to fall off to the left. She had some backspin on it. Hannah Giddy with 4 straight, and that's the lead for Southern Nazarene, 8-4.
Well, off the dribble, Giddy's just moving Leslie around too easily. That way Jill can't have that launching pad to block the shot.
6:46 to play here in the opening period. Crimson Storm lead 8-4. Leslie to a cutting Chambers. She pivots as she goes left to right. Back rims the shot, and down it goes. Madison with 4 at the rim, and OBU reduces the advantage down to 2.
Nice cut by Chambers, angling from right to left under the goal. Nice lead pass by Leslie.
Giddy through the top of the circle, left to right. On the wing is Monahan. She drives, throws up, off-balance shot, not even close. Rebound to Leslie, down to Chambers. OBU could tie or retake the lead on this possession, down 8-6. Leslie with it between the circles, holds, puts it on the floor. Now tries a pass for cutting Southern and hit the arm of Reither and is stolen away.
It all started with Jill Leslie picking up the dribble. When Getty's back in the paint, she can just stand there and dribble by herself if she wants.
First turnover of the night for Oklahoma Baptist. They trail 8-6 at the 6-minute mark here in the opening period. Awad between the circles to Monahan out high. Now to Adams holds. Now to Giddy right circle. Guarded by Leslie. 5 to shoot. They cross-court it for Reither, and she stepped on the sideline out of bounds. And the Crimson Storm will give it back to their first turnover of the ball game. And in comes Sydney Duncan. We didn't see a lot of Sydney yesterday, a freshman out of Edmond. Jill Leslie will go to the bench, and that's the first sub of the afternoon for Bo Overton, who in 3 years on Bison Hill is 35 and 42.
Actually, he said Duncan. Oh, no, Duncan's going to inbound, yeah. Copeland's coming in as well. I don't know if you said that or not. I'm sorry.
Sierra Copeland does enter the ball game. 4.7 rebounds. All were huge yesterday in the win over Arkansas Tech. Chambers in the backcourt gets a screen, and they're going to call a foul against Southern Nazarene. That's against Monahan, who was fighting around that Southern screen. That's the first on Emily.
Good call by Wainricks. You cannot run over a screener. Duncan did a good job holding her hands straight up, giving ground. Monahan kept fighting and gave a big push on Duncan.
Both teams an identical 3 of 5 shooting to start. The difference, Southern Nazarene has made the game's only 3-point basket. Duncan will trick her in this time in the backcourt of the baseline. To Copeland, back to Southern. Southern with 5 to get it across. Does as she gets a little rub from Sierra Copeland. She'll work into the right flank, working against Reither. She spins to the foul line, now angles to the block. Lobs it back out front for Kennedy Large with 13 to shoot. Large on a backdoor cutting Chambers. She catches, lays it up, missed it. Copeland with a rebound, goes back up, short arm to stick back. Janner hands on the rebound, and Monahan comes out of there with it for Southern Nazarene. Emily speeds back the other way. Underhands it to Reither, open for 3, got it. Duncan was just a step too slow to get out there, and Reither has her second triple when it's 11-6 SNU.
And no hands in the face either.
And a steal at the other end. That one from Georgia Adams, picked the pocket of Chambers. Now doesn't have the numbers, cut off at the foul line by Large. They'll trigger a 3 out front, missed it. Awad in traffic, fights for the rebound. To Reither, to Adams, down the paint she goes, bounces a forgetting, back to Adams, lay in, it's good. Time out on the floor, 4:43 to play here in the first period. Southern Nazarene is on fire. They lead Oklahoma Baptist 13-6. We'll pause for these messages on the Bison Sports Network and Classic Hits, KGFF.
Sports fan, color is everything. Some of us bleed blue. Others like their orange burnt. And to some, the only red they roll with is crimson. That's why at Sherwin-Williams, we've got every hue, shade, tint, and tone you need to show your team spirit. And with more than 4,000 stores across the country, we're like your home team. Visit your neighborhood store or check out sherwinwilliams.com today.
Are Shawnee Strong. We're a community of saints in action, making healthcare more accessible when and where you need it. Whether it's in person, face-to-face through telehealth, or over the phone, you can continue to count on our team's expertise and commitment to your health. To schedule a telehealth or in-person visit, call 405-273-5801 or visit ssmhealth.com.
SMU averages 5 made threes a ball game. They already have 2, and what a difference and a change of scenery means for the freshman from Oklahoma City, Lauren Reither. Reither, when OBU nearly beat Southern Nazarene in the regular season meeting at Bethany, was 2 of 9 shooting. Already today, she's 2 of 2, both from 3, and now the Bison will face some full court pressure. Chambers to inbound in the backcourt to Southern. Need an answer right here, Scott. Down 7, their biggest deficit of the half, with 4.5 to play before the end of the period.
Yeah, it was Georgia Adams Steele that went the other way that's got the momentum going for the Crimson Storm.
Southern on a handoff. Beers left is cut off by Reither, left of the paint. Back out front is Maddie Chambers. Her pass deflected. Copeland had her hand on it. It's ripped away by Monahan. Emily down the middle of the floor, crosses over, Veers left, open 3, Adams left circle, no good. Rebound to Sierra Copeland. If that one went down, some big problems early for OBU. As it is, they trail by 7 with the basketball at the 4-minute mark of the opening period. Southern drives, jump passes to Copeland, puts it up, short-armed it. Rebound tipped by Sierra, picked up by Reither. Lauren up ahead to Awat, working one-on-one against Savannah, and Malou knocks it free. Copeland dives on the floor and digs it out now to Chambers.
I've never seen a big player like Copeland get on the floor and get so many balls.
Turnover number 2 for Southern Nazarene. Duncan for the right corner, goes back door, was knocked to the floor, throws it up. Hit the rim, but Southern Nazarene's Awat with a rebound. A lot of contact, no whistle. Monahan, and then they call that foul at the other end of block against Chambers, and that's her second.
But at the same time, you're feeling that you got to play through the contact. You can't just throw the ball up like that and let Southern Nazarene go the other way.
Here comes Jaden Getman back into the ball game. First off the bench, Peyton Jones, the junior from Alva. Peyton Jones, before knee surgery last year, was one of the best three-point shooters in the conference. She still was one of the best for Southern Nazarene, made 24 of 90 this year for 27%. Inbounds pass to Giddy, right wing, out front to Reither. Head of the circle to Adams, swings it left, Awat. She'll take a 3, got it. You know what? You'll live with Cassandra Awat shooting threes. She's less than 32%, but boy, she knocked the eyes out of that one, and it's 16-6.
See, Copeland's missed 2 closely in-range shots, and so has Chambers. That's really the difference in this game.
Southern cross courts to Chambers, right corner, back rims it, no. Copeland, the only one down, fighting with a rebound, and Lord Reither has it. Southern Nazarene 7-4 here early in the glass. They lead by 10.
Yeah, somebody else had to help Copeland. I would say it would be Getman as the other big player, but Getman went back as a safety with the 4 other green shirts.
Giddy to Jones. They run her off the top of the key. She drives, bounces it for Giddy. It's knocked away by Southern and picked up by Chambers. So another sloppy pass for the Crimson Storm. Can OBU pay it off? Chambers slides left, underhands it to Copeland. Her 8-footer on the baseline, too strong. Awat with a rebound. OBU now down to 3 of 10 shooting. They've missed their last 5, and with 2.5 to play in the period, SNU leading 16-6.
Yeah, Coach Overton says it all the time. You want to make it down to a game that makes shots, and OBU's not making them.
Giddy, right side, Reither has made them, and she does again as she knocks the eyes out of that 3. Holy cow, it's 19-6 Crimson Storm. 2:17 to play here in the first period.
Yeah, Getman's got to realize she has to get out on Reither. Let her go by her if she has to.
Southern with the basketball. As cold as the Bison are, Southern Nazarene is that hot, especially from three-point range, 4 of 5. Jaden Getman with a hard dribble left into the paint, lobs it out to Southern. OBU really discombobulated. Southern drives to the baseline, kicks it out. Chambers, left corner 3, got it. Nothing but the bottom of the cup for Maddie, and that's a badly needed basket. It's 19-9 with under 2 minutes to play in the period.
Yeah, you definitely wanted under 10 after the opening quarter.
Awat between the circles. That ends an 11-0 run, Crimson Storm advantage. Reither wide open to the right corner. She'll put that one up and got it. Lauren Reither shoots better at Fire Lake than she does in Shawnee, at least against OBU. She was 2 of 9 today. She is a perfect 4 of 4, all from long distance. It's 22-9. Copeland against to Southern, down to Savannah, and she nearly threw it right into our lap. Madison Chambers runs it down with 12 to shoot. Chambers a screen right, pivots at the free throw line, threw it to Copeland, who didn't even expect it. As sharp as OBU was early yesterday on offense, they're that bad here early. And a steal by Awat, and Savannah back down the other way commits the foul.
Yeah, Copeland is aggressive, and the energy she brings right there, she's not astute to handle the ball at the top of the key. She didn't know what to do with it. Ball was taken away.
1:04 to play in this first period, and Scott, this looks totally different than what we saw yesterday in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, Lauren Reither, Coach Overton with the matchup. It looks like he's got to put somebody there. OBU doesn't have the speed overall that Southern Nazarene has. Reither on Getman, she's just getting away from her.
Awat, again, a 77% foul shooter. Hit 1 of 2 at the line a moment ago. SNU for the year, 74% for the stripe. This is a complete team that Trent May has assembled. Awat's foul shot is up, and that one hits the hill of the rim. SNU on a 14-3 run over the last 4:06. They made their last 3. OBU has missed 6 of their last 7. And the Bison over the last 5:34 have turned the basketball over 4 times. That is not a recipe for staying in a semifinal game. Awat's second free throw hit the hill of the cup, and long rebound is chased down by Getman. A minute to play in the period. Southern Nazarene 22, Oklahoma Baptist 9 from Fire Lake Arena. Down high, Getman slides to the right circle. Now to Chambers, calling for some movement. It's pretty stagnant set. Maddie veers right, spins left, gets around Awat to the goal, lays it in. There was some contact and they didn't blow the whistle. That's 9 now for Chambers of the 11 for the Bison.
Outstanding move with the left hand, strong to the hole, up the left side of the lane. She's right-handed, lays it off the board left-handed.
She is now 4 of 7 shooting. That's a good start for her. Getting with her back to the basket about 10 feet away. Slides into the paint, backs down, shoots over Leslie with good defense and hit the hill of the 10. The rebound to Jill. Now to Chambers. OBU can play for the final shot of the period, down 22-11. 14 seconds and counting to go with the opening session. Winner plays tomorrow afternoon for the championship against either Washita or Harding. Leslie thought about a 3, pump fakes after Kitty jumps out there in her face. 4 seconds to go in the period. Now it's Malou Savannah. 2 seconds. She'll throw up a runner and got it from the foul line. Oh, Malou Savannah with a huge basket, and that will bring to a close the end of the first 10-minute period, and a little sign of life from Oklahoma Baptist, Scott, as they finish on a 4-0 run to get the deficit down to 9.
Hey, good job by Malou Savannah realizing the clock is just melting away. Nothing. She couldn't make another pass. And she went right up the right side of the lane, and like you said, a runner, dead center. Nice shot.
22-13, Crimson Storm at the end of 1. Period number 2 from Shawnee and Fire Lake after these messages on the Bison Network and KGFF.
Strong, we're a community of saints in action, making healthcare more accessible when and where you need it. Whether it's in person, face-to-face, through telehealth, or over the phone, you can continue to count on our team's expertise and commitment to your health. To schedule a telehealth or in-person visit, call 405-273-5801 or visit ssmhealth.com. That's 405-273-5801.
1946, TFCU was founded as a not-for-profit credit union, and for 75 years, through tough times and good times, we've been helping our members achieve their goals and realize their dreams. We get it, that each generation has their own path to follow, but the years don't change how we take care of each other. In life, in money, we get it, because we're members too. Tinker Federal Credit Union, 75 years of you and TFCU, federally insured by NCUA.
Tom Miller, Scott Waters, Clayton Kopp with the crew back here with you, Fire Lake Arena. Boy, this team has been streaky all year long, Scott. They missed 6 of 7 over a strand of more than 4 minutes. They closed by hitting their last 3, and OBU with the basketball suddenly down 9.
Well,
and they turned it over. Chambers' pass to an unexpected large went out of bounds.
That started right from the beginning. You have a double team on the entry pass. Nobody else came up to help, and so you really had a tough time with a lot of pressure at half court.
First period numbers, Southern Nazarene 8 of 13, but 5 of 7 from 3. OBU just 1 of 2 from beyond the arc, 6 of 14 shooting. Rebounds early, 8-6 Southern Nazarene. Into the paint goes Monahan. She gets a deflected pass to Adams. To Giddy, who goes to work in the low post against Leslie. Turns right, misses the bump. Jill really bothering Hannah Giddy here defensively in the first half.
Yeah, Jill made Giddy play a little quicker than she wants, but Giddy's predetermined. Her reverse spin pivots off the glass, what she wants to do.
22-13 SNU here early in the second period. Southern, high post. Leslie, she'll trigger an 18-footer and got it. Jill Leslie extends the run now to 6 straight, dating back to the end of the first period for the Good Gals. They're within 7, 22-15.
Nice shot by Leslie. That's going to pull Giddy away from the rim, help OBU get some offensive rebounds.
Jones to Giddy into the front court. Out high, it's Monahan, guarded by Large, who gets caught up in a screen, now recovers. Monahan will spin right to Adams, who bounces it for Giddy on the baseline. Giddy backing down, gets away from Leslie, but Jill recovers. They'll kick it left corner. The three on the way is too strong, as that was well offline by Monahan. Rebounded Chambers. Maddie in transition. Kicks it right side. Almost stole it away. Kennedy Large snatches it away. She'll back it out. Bounces it down to Getman. Getman spins to her right and draws the foul on Giddy. Giddy got a little bit of the ball, but she got more of the arm, Scott, and as a result, the freshman from Stratford, the league's freshman of the year, will go to the stripe for 2.
Yeah, Giddy doesn't like that, but I think that's right because it was below the wrist where I saw Giddy's fingers, and when your hand is not straight up, you're going to get called for that.
Jaden Getman was 2 of 2 at the foul line yesterday against Arkansas Tech. Oklahoma Baptist 20 of 24. They've been over 82% the last 6 games for the stripe, but Jaden misses long in the first. This to extend a 6-0 Bison run, and she missed them both. 22-15 SNU, 90 seconds into the second period from Fire Lake Arena in Shawnee.
Okay, Bison in the man-to-man. This time Southern's on Reither, who's been getting away from defenders.
Bounce pass, left circle. Adams will put up a 3. That one is no good. It caroms out of bounds and possession back to OBU. So the Crimson Storm, after blistering OBU, 5 for 7 to start the game from beyond the arc, have missed badly on their last 2 tries here in the second period.
You got to get another player down here. See, Southern's being double-teamed as trying to receive the pass.
Getman to inbound. She moved her feet. You can't do that. Got by with a violation. Bounces it to Chambers. Madison, the senior, has played over 70 games in her career at Oklahoma Baptist. Veers left to Southern. Southern from 15 shoots a contested shot. It was an air ball. Reither affected that jumper. Peyton Jones with a rebound, slowly into the front court left. Back to Reither out front, guarded by Southern between the circles. Lauren lobs it to Giddy, elbow right. Now they look for the cutter. Reither pump fakes, gets the defender Southern in the air and lays it in.
Yeah, you cannot let her get underneath the basket like that. This Reither's just a matchup nightmare tonight for OBU.
14 points for Reither. She leads or trails OBU by 1 herself. It's 24-15 Crimson Storm. Mo picks a dribble up left circle. Needs some help. Bounces it down low for Leslie. Slides right. Shoots and missed it wide left over Giddy. That's not a block shot, but there should be a stat created for shots affected because that was one right there.
Well, you go into the game knowing that Giddy can swat your shot. That's in the back of Leslie's mind. Just got to be a little stronger. You know, Giddy didn't try to block that shot after picking up that foul.
Giddy, top of the circle, attacks against Jill. Cuts her off left low post. She turns left with the left hand off the window, scores. Hannah Giddy is so skilled out of Australia. Her goal is to play professionally back in her native country when her career is over in Bethany. ORU transferred now with 6.
They just need to get the ball in Chambers' hands. She's 4 of 7 from the floor. They cannot stop Maddie Chambers off the dribble.
Leslie to Large. Southern Nazarene now 10 of 18 shooting here in the first half. That's 56%. Large slides down, pivots against Peyton Jones, goes up, and the shot hit the bottom of the rim. Rebound picked out of there by Georgia Adams. 26-15, so the Nazarene back up by 11. Right through to the paint, bounces it for Jones. Her layup misses everything. Giddy fights for the stick back, falling away, missed too strong. Bison have it with Jaden Getman. 26-15 with 6:15 to play here in the first half from Fire Lake Arena. Getman slides right, hands it off to Chambers. Draws a double, dumps it to touches it out right corner. Southern's 3, no good. Another tip by Chambers. The rebound saved inbound by Adams. To Reither, up ahead to Jones to the goal, and she's fouled by Jaden Getman. Correction, that's Kennedy Large. She got her money's worth. And that's the first team foul against Oklahoma Baptist here in the second period.
Well, you know, the Bison have had a lot of open looks, and he'd be even with SNU despite Reither's hot start. Some of these open shots have got to be knocked down.
Adams and Giddy will go to the bench. Coming in is Lexi Ream, a former teammate of Peyton Jones in high school. She started her prep career at Fairview, then played for Alvin, went to the state tournament with Peyton and the Ladybugs. First foul shot good by Jones. She was clutch with less than 2 seconds to go and breaking a 55-55 deadlock on February the 13th. Hit 2 of the 3, and that proved to be the difference, 57-55 Crimson Storm, part of an 18-game win streak for Trent May's club. Jones' second free throw, a little too strong, and Getman yanks down the rebound. The deficit is 12, and that is one shy of SNU's biggest lead of 13, and that came with 2:27 to play in the opening period. Savannah with it, extended foul line right. Bison have missed their last 4 field goal attempts. And Duncan trying to set a screen. It's going to be called for a moving screen. That's her first, and OBU will give it over on their 6th turnover.
Well, Bison got a lockdown here on defense. 5:45 to go, 27-15 SNU. They're doing a run and set play, but Giddy's not on the floor.
Peyton Jones with it right forecourt. You can't spell Southern Nazarene or Crimson Storm with a D, but boy, they have a bunch of it in Bethany, both with the men and women. Monahan whips it right to left. Awatt to Ream. Almost banked at a foul line jumper. Rebound on the floor off of Peyton Jones. Picked up by Ream. Tied up by Chambers. Arrow belongs to Southern Nazarene with 5:22 to play here in the first half.
That rebound was right in Jaden Getman's lap, and she just dropped it. And that's just going to make it harder. Another second opportunity for the Crimson Storm.
Getman is off to a slow start. Has not attempted a field goal. She's missed her only 2 free throws, and out of the game she comes. 27-15, Crimson Storm. Reither thought about a 3. Quickly out throwing her is Duncan. Now they get it to Ream. Sliding left, pivots back right. Good defense by Leslie. And Ream is going to be called for a travel, or 3 seconds. Rare turnover for the Crimson Storm. That's just their 4th.
And that's a rare call. Faulkner called that, and that's right. He probably gave her 5 or 6.
Game, for the most part, Scott, has been really well officiated. You would expect that in the conference semifinal.
They are letting them play. Just like I said, give a little bit more than 3 seconds. It's a rare call.
Highfield checks in, throws it away on the entry on a bounce pass. Reither comes out of there with it, now runs it down near the midcourt stripe. Lauren Reither, the freshman from Putnam City, original Oklahoma City, looks back to Trent May. She veers right, hands it off for Peyton Jones. Top of the key to Monahan. Wing left for Reither. She's killed OBU to the tune of 12 points here in the first half. Ream hands it off to Lauren. 7 to shoot. She gets separation, puts up another 3. That one won't go. Awatt's follow block, but a foul from behind against Jill Leslie. That's her second.
Absolutely no block out at all on Awatt. She just stood there in the middle of the lane for the easy rebound.
16-11 now, SNU's advantage on the glass. Offensive rebounds now 4-1 Storm. Timeout on the floor, 4:43 to play in the first half. It's all Southern Nazarene. The Crimson Storm, the regular season champs, lead 5th seed at OBU, 27-15 of the Bison Network and KGFF.
UPS store in Stillwater, Shawnee, and Midwest City. They're your one-stop shop for all things printing and shipping. Whether it's big printing projects, color copies, canvas art, letterhead, mailouts, they can do it. They also have your business cards, banners, posters, and brochures covered too. The UPS store concept was introduced in 1980 as a convenient alternative, and it has continued to lead the business services category it created. Your neighborhood choice for mailboxes, printing, and business services. Stop in or call today. The UPS store in Stillwater, Shawnee, and Midwest City.
I just got totally free checking at Vision Bank.
Vision Bank has free checking?
Totally free. And I got a free gift when I opened my account.
No monthly service charge.
No. Plus I have free bill pay, free online banking, and a free instant issue debit card.
And it's all free.
Totally free. Plus you can earn interest with 3 totally free account options too.
And they have it right here at Vision Bank.
Yes, at all 8 Vision Bank locations.
So totally free checking at Vision Bank.
Now you've got it.
Get all the details and start saving today with totally free checking at Vision Bank. Member FDIC.
Enjoy authentic Italian quality pizza right here at Shawnee with Marco's Pizza. They have lunch specials between 11 and 2 Monday through Friday starting at $5.49. A student special that includes a large one-topping pizza and a cheesy bread for only $10 with Marco's Pizza. Pizza lovers get it. Todd Miller, Scott Waters, Clayton Coppin has done a bang-up job producing our broadcast. This guy does so much for Scott and I during the course of the year. You'll never know how much we appreciate him as Awatt finally gets a free throw to drop. She's 2 for 5 by making the first.
Then we even get to have breakfast with him. How about that?
He's a really good man. Awatt's second free throw upcoming, and it is good. Clayton called him some softball yesterday, a 6-4 OBU victory over Northwestern, their season opener. Those two teams playing a doubleheader. They're underway at Bison Softball Park. Game one started when we tipped here at noon. Southern veers right and kind of a touch-me-not foul against Monahan way out front. That's her second.
Well,
third against the Crimson Storm.
I agree with that, what you're saying, but I think Faulkner's watching over and over. Some of these SNU players are holding the receivers for OBU where they can't get open, and that really helps your defense. So every once in a while, you got to call that.
Chambers to Leslie between the circles. She holds it high, takes a dribble, hands it off to Southern. It was off of her leg. There was a hold right there by Reither. Yep. Southern had it knocked free, picks it up, diving to the floor, Peyton Jones, and now a whistle, and there should be a tie-up. And OBU, I think, is going to keep the basketball.
And that was really a hard foul on Peyton Jones. She hit both arms of Southern to knock it loose for the jump, and there's no call right there. Instead, you just wait for the jump ball.
I think what they're talking about, Scott, and they're doing it just a few feet away from us, we can't hear, but I think it's about the shot clock. There was a turnover and then another turnover on the jump ball, so the exchange of possession means it's a full 30 for OBU. Chambers to inbound to Leslie with her back to the basket, wing left. Back out high to Southern. 4:15 to play in the first half. Southern Nazarene with their biggest lead of the afternoon, 29-15. And down low, a foul against Sydney Duncan as she knocked Georgia Adams to the floor. And Sydney now has her second personal.
Well, when somebody's hanging on you, you got to be able to push them off. So at the same time, she pushed off, but she was getting hung on at first.
First United Bank, educated and empowering our community to spend life wisely. Convenient locations in Shawnee and Seminole, the official bank of OBU Athletics. Giddy back out there, attacks left. Leslie cuts her off. They'll kick it off of the wing. Jones, three, no good. Awat, the smallest player out there for SNU with a rebound. 3 sets from underneath to the top of the circle.
Yeah, Maddie Chambers got to get a body on Awat. She just tried to out-jump her, and the ball went to Awat.
Giddy handles a bounce pass, right circle. She'll get it to Adams, right of a screen from Giddy. Took steps going into the body that time of Savannah, and that's going to be a turnover for Southern Nazarene.
Hey, Bison are right in this first. Only a 14-point. Yeah, it's 3:40 to go. They got to go now, though.
7-0 Southern Nazarene run over the last 4-12. The Bison have missed their last 4 field goals. They've turned it over 3 times in the last 5:42. Their scoring drought is over 5 minutes and 40 seconds now. They're down 14. Leslie, open baseline jumper from 15, too strong. Adams controls the miss. OBU slumping down to 7 of 19 field goal shooting.
Yeah, Jill rushed that. She was wide open, had no reason to rush. Just as soon as Giddy came out, she thought, well, I got to get it off early. She's fine.
Giddy to Adams, a pair of Australians on the connection, and Adams unable to find the bottom of the basket, blew the layup. She's 1 of 5 shooting here early. Southern Nazarene looking to build on a 7-0 run. Blew an opportunity there. They've done it, Scott, by missing their last 5 from the field.
Part of it, OBU's doing good defense, but they're doing OBU a favor by not scoring.
Savannah into the body of 3 defenders. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bison, 13 of the shot clock. And 2:51 to play in the first half. SNU 29, OBU 15.
See, now Madison's going to throw this ball in unless it comes back to her. The ball's got to go in her hands. She can take Awat to the rim.
Chambers to Savannah, right corner. Now to Duncan, who backs down. Good defense by Adams. Sydney goes right to left with a quick spin move. Got just enough daylight and drops it in.
Nice shot by Duncan. That fake to the inside. Spin pivot around. The turnaround jumper right baseline.
29-17. OBU Postal within 12. You're right, Juan Dog. This game very much for the taking if you can hit some shots. Giddy against the zone defense to Awat on a kick out. That one is almost an air ball. Jones, though, sneaks in for the stick back.
Yeah, well, Leslie was the backside rebounder, but she couldn't block out both players, and one snuck through on the baseline, as you mentioned.
That ends a scoring drought of 2:19 for Southern Nazarene, puts the lead back to 14. Another hold out high that went uncalled. Southern veers left, gets it to Chambers. Chambers turns the corner, now moves left, and is hacked on the way up. I love the way Madison has come out fighting for her career today and being very aggressive getting into the paint.
Yeah, you've got to feel how the officials are calling it. They're letting it go. Like you said, the hold on Awat, just holding Chambers up there. But when the ball gets in the hands, usually if you go strong to the rim, you get the call. Great job by Chambers going strong to the goal.
Madison Chambers, 76% for the line. This is her team high 105th free throw of the year, and the senior hits the first. Tell you what, I'm going to miss Madison Chambers next year. She is been quite a joy to be around on Bison Hill. He's worked so hard to become a good player at this level. Second one is good, and She is in double figures with 11, and it's 31-19. That last foul, incidentally, was on Georgia Adams, and that was her first.
Yeah, Chambers certainly had a big part in the win yesterday over Arkansas Tech in the postseason.
They want to Reither. OBU back into his own. They bounce it to Adams at the high post, penetrates in, throws it up, back rims it, and down it goes.
Looked like Leslie almost blocked it. She's got to get that when it gets around that semicircle. Those balls have got to be rejected.
1:38 to play here in the opening period. 33-19 Crimson Storm, and Southern's pass knocked away out of bounds by guess who? Lauren Reither. 44% field goal shooting for the Storm, 36 for fifth-seeded Oklahoma Baptist. SNU, the difference in field goals made is 4, and that's in three-pointers. 5 of 12 to 1 of 3 for the Bison. And a moving screen has been called.
Gosh. You know, and maybe it was a moving screen, but as much as they are overplaying the passing lane and holding all the receivers, I mean, you've got to something's got to give on this end.
Mo is not happy. He is pacing in front of the OBU bench, and the reason why he's not happy is that's the third foul on Madison Chambers.
You know, you don't have to be a statue. Officials nowadays, they just love to call the moving screen for some reason.
They're actually calling it her second. Awatt skips a jumper across the 10 for the left elbow. Deflected rebound into the hands of Leslie. Now to Chambers with 1:15 to play in the half. Bison down by 14. Underneath Duncan, and the shot blocked by Giddy. Gets it back, goes up, overshoots the rim. And then Jones and Awatt crash for the boards, and it's off of them out of bounds.
Hey, it was also off of Leslie. We got a break there. Leslie knocked two white shirts out of the way.
69 seconds to play first half, 33-19. Winner advances to tomorrow afternoon's championship game against either Harding or Ouachita. Ouachita in the Battle of the Ravine shocked third-seeded Henderson State last night. Chambers pivots into the paint, goes right side Leslie. Leslie puts Giddy the spin move, finds the cutter. That's Southern. He throws up a rudder to hit the rim and drops down. Mo with 4.
Nice cut, perfect timing by Southern. Good drop off by Jill Leslie.
You know, if you could get this thing to single digits at halftime, you like your chances. It's currently 11. 44 seconds to play here in the first period. Awatt had it poked away by Savannah. Cassandra gets it back. Reither lobs it down low to Giddy. They double team her. It's a soft double. Savannah knocks it free. Malou diving to the floor, and they've called a foul against Malou Savannah.
That's terrible.
That's a terrible call. She has every right in the world to go for that loose basketball.
Yep, she had the ball, and she's going to say that she tripped her with her arm. She didn't. Reither's tripped over on her own volition. Malou Savannah does not have to move her arm out of the way of the path of Reither.
Reither to the free throw line. She is 76.5%. That's the 5th foul against OBU, so 2 free throws for Southern Nazarene, and the first one clangs off the heel of the rim. Perhaps if she scooted back, Scott, to beyond the three-point arc, she'd have a better chance.
Well, and then the ball doesn't lie either.
Reither 5 of 6 shooting, 4 of 5 from 3. Southern Nazarene 5 of 12 on the 3 ball. Reither's second one, pinballs in and out. Rebound tipped, and Awatt dribbles out from underneath.
There's just no excuse for that. Duncan's got to block out Awatt, didn't put a body on it. Awatt, the faster player, grabs the ball.
Difference of 11 on the shot and game clock, 10 to shoot. Giddy with it to the high post, goes up, drops it in over Leslie. There you go.
That's why I always have offensive people on the rebound on the free throw line, because you never know where the ball's going to bounce, who's not going to block out. You get an extra putback.
5 seconds to play in the half. Driving left, Chambers blocked out of bounds by Awatt with 4 seconds to go in the half. SNU leading by 14. Trent May across from us, the conference coach of the year, up instructing his team. Chambers inbounds, needing some help, gets it to Duncan, tipped out of bounds by Adams. That took 1/10 of a second off the shot of the game clock.
See, it's hard to get separation from this defense overplaying the passing lanes. Then you get caught with a quote moving screen here. You just have to have the back cuts have to go hard to the rim to have that remedy for them overplaying the passing lanes.
It came down to make sure that the shot or the game clock was right. They're going to take a little more time off. It's down to 4 seconds. Still time to get a good look. Chambers to inbound right in front of the SNU bench. Lobs it to Southern. Southern, 3 dribbles to Savannah. She'll hoist it to the buzzer, and it is in and out. And Savannah ends up on the floor, and she's saying, hey, what about a whistle? That is the end of the first half, and in the women's semifinal number 1 for the Great American Conference at Fire Lake Arena, 35-21 Crimson Storm. We'll recap this one after these messages on the Bison Sports Network in Classic Hits KGFF.
Estate planning is a crucial step in protecting your family's future. With an estate plan, you can decide how to distribute your assets, make healthcare decisions, and support ministries after you pass away. It involves some pretty big decisions. But with guidance from Water's Edge, you can plan for your children's future, give to kingdom causes, and get expert help along the way. Build a solid foundation for your family. Start your estate plan today. Visit watersedgeservices.org.
McIntyre of McIntyre Law. I know firsthand the devastation asbestos exposure can cause. My father-in-law was diagnosed with mesothelioma in 2013 and passed away shortly thereafter. Asbestos companies hid the dangers of their products, valuing profit over people. We work with an entire team that is dedicated only to asbestos claims. If you or a loved one has been injured and want to know more about your rights, call us. The consultation is free. We love what we do, and we're good at it. We are trial lawyers. Call McIntyre Law today. McIntyre of McIntyre Law. I know firsthand the devastation asbestos exposure can cause. My father-in-law was diagnosed with mesothelioma in 2013 and passed away shortly thereafter. Asbestos companies hid the dangers of their products, valuing profit over people. We work with an entire team that is dedicated only to asbestos claims. If you or a loved one has been injured and want to know more about your rights, call us. The consultation is free. We love what we do, and we're good at it. We are trial lawyers. Call McIntyre Law today.
Jordan Klinger at McIntyre Law. We have over 100 years of experience fighting for Oklahomans injured in automobile and semi-accidents. Distracted driving is an epidemic. According to government studies, 1 in 4 crashes now involve texting and driving. That's 1.6 million accidents caused each year by distracted drivers. If you have been injured and you want to know your rights, call us now. The consultation is free. We love what we do, and we're good at it. We are trial lawyers. Call McIntyre Law today.
The best tailgate party starts with a carry-out order from Billy Boy Barbecue, 120 West MacArthur. Billy Boy Barbecue has been owned by the Scott family since 1973, and they serve some of the best barbecue you've ever tasted. Ribs, brisket, sausage, hot links, ham, and chicken. Dine in or carry out, and they can cater your next event. So before the game or after the game or any other time, stop by Billy Boy Barbecue, proud supporters of OBU Athletics. Billy Boy Barbecue, 120 West MacArthur.
Great American Conference semifinals inside Fire Lake Arena. Oklahoma Baptist only 7 turnovers for the whole game in game 1 against Arkansas Tech. Not today. 9 in the first half against Southern Nazarene. And Southern Nazarene leads the Bison 35-21. Melissa Southard for Oklahoma Baptist, 2 of 4 from the field, 0 of 1 from downtown. She's got 4 points, 2 assists. Jill Leslie, 1 of 3 from the floor, 5 rebounds. She's got a deuce. Kennedy Large has not scored, 0 of 2 from the field, and also a big asterisk there. Jaden Getman hadn't scored. That's the leading scorer for the Bison. Got to get her going, but the Bison still only down by 14 here at the break. Madison Chambers, 4 of 8 from the field. Those are almost all off of dribbles except for 1 3-pointer in the left corner. 1 of 2 from downtown, 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. She leads the Bison with 11 points. Sydney Duncan, the freshman, 1 of 3 from the field. A nice little turnaround jumper on the right baseline. She's got a deuce, and rounding out the scoring for Oklahoma Baptist, Malou Savannah, 1 of 3, a nice runner at the buzzer of the end of the first quarter. She has 2 points, 1 of 3 from the floor. For Southern Nazarene, Hannah Giddy, the 6'2", nice moving center. She's 4 of 7, doing a lot of spin pivots, one-handed shots from the left side, right side, you name it. 4 of 7, 8 points, 4 assists. She's got 3 rebounds and 3 blocked shots in the game. Georgia Adams, the leading scorer for Southern Nazarene, who's averaging 15.1 points per game, is only 2 of 6 from the field, missed both threes. She's got 4 points, 3 rebounds. Cassandra Awatt, very active all over the floor, 1 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from three-point land, 3 of 6 from the line, 8 rebounds, 4 on the offensive end, 1 huge one on a missed free throw down there to let Southern Nazarene get an extra possession. She's got 6 points. Leading all scorers, Lauren Reither, 5 of 6 from the field, 4 of 5 from downtown, missed her both of her free throws, 2 rebounds, 14 points. Rounding out the scoring for the Crimson Storm is Peyton Jones. She's 1 of 3 from the floor, missed her only 3. She's got 3 points. At halftime, Oklahoma Baptist trails Southern Nazarene in the women's semifinals of the Great American Conference, 35-21. This is Bison Basketball on Classic Hits, KGFF.
Diner, home of the world-famous Burger Basket. Don't forget Friday night all-you-can-eat catfish at all Boomerang Diner locations. Boomerang Diner, or enjoy breakfast all day, anytime. Check for the location nearest you at boomerangdiner.com.
Did you know that generic drugs are just as safe and effective as brand name drugs? Generics might look different, but they work the same way. And they can even save you money. Don't believe me? Ask your doctor or pharmacist. Or visit fda.gov/generic drugs.
Noble McIntyre.
And I'm Jordan Klinger of McIntyre Law.
The devastation of losing a loved one is impossible to measure. When it happens because of someone else's negligence, the grief can be overwhelming. Wrongful death cases are unique.
Whether the cause was an automobile, semi, motorcycle, medical malpractice, or job-related accident, we can help.
If you want to know more about your family's rights, call us. The consultation is free. We love what we do, and we're good at it. We are trial lawyers. Call McIntyre Law today.
So, what if your roommate, we'll call him Einstein, decides to microwave a metal mixing bowl full of cookie dough and sets your apartment on fire? Well, we've got an agent for that. See State Farm agent Dennis Morris in Shawnee for auto, renters, frankly, all kinds of insurance. Dennis has got your back. So call him today at 275-1343. That's 275-1343. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Graphics is a full-service branding and promotional goods company locally owned in Shawnee, offering custom branded goods such as T-shirts, pens, koozies, battery chargers, you name it. Based in Shawnee, they believe in giving back to our community and work with many community partners on fundraisers and reduced cost. They work closely with top brands and companies, providing you the best quality and prices. And they do custom artwork too, and as always, free local delivery. Call them today at 405-273-4263 or visit online at GreatPlainsGraphics.com.
Inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma Baptist University women in the semifinals of the Great American Conference trail Southern Nazarene University 35-21. The biggest of the lead game for the Bison, that was 1 point with 9:16 to go in the opening stanza. Southern Nazarene's led as many as 14, and that's what they do here at halftime. They got that first 14-point lead at the 4:44 mark in the second quarter. The best scoring run for the Bison, that was 6-0 at 9:17 mark before halftime. Crimson Storm 11-0 with 2:27 to go in the first. The lead has changed twice. The game's been tied one time. Southern Nazarene holds a massive 18-minute and 38-second advantage, time with the lead to 18 seconds for the Bison. Points off turnovers, SNU blanks OBU 4-zip. Points in the paint, Crimson Storm double up the Bison 16-8. Crimson Storm double up the Bison in second chance points 8-4. Fast break points, SNU 4, OBU nothing. Points from the bench, OBU 4, SNU 3. Scoring by quarter, Southern Nazarene took the opening stanza 22-13, and then the second quarter 13-8, and that's where we stand, 35-21 SNU. Shooting by period for Oklahoma Baptist, 6 of 14 from the floor, 43%, 1 of 2 from downtown, did not attempt a free throw. In the second quarter, Oklahoma Baptist shot just 3 of 12 from the field with a good chance to try to get back right in this game with good defense, 25%. Missed both shots from beyond the arc, just 2 of 4 from the line. Shooting for the game, OBU is 9 of 26, 34.6%, 1 of 4 from downtown, 2 of 4 from the line. For the Crimson Storm, they're 8 of 13 from the field. In the first quarter, 61.5% on a tear. A lot of that had to do with Lauren Reither, those 4 of 5 three-pointers that she hit in the opening half. And they were 5 of 7 from downtown in the first, 71.4%. SNU just 1 of 4 from the free throw line in the first. In the second quarter, the Bison kind of locked down the defense. The game was for the taking, trying to get back into it as SNU shot just 5 of 16 from the field, 31.3%, missed all 5 three-pointers, just 3 of 6 from the charity stripe. For the game, SNU is 13 of 29 from the floor, 44.8%, 5 of 12 from downtown, 41.7%, and just 40% from the free throw line at 4 of 10. At halftime, Southern Nazarene 35, Oklahoma Baptist University 21. This is Bison basketball on Classic Hits KGFF.
Fans, when you're on the road visiting Oklahoma Baptist University, choose Hampton Inn Shawnee for your stay. Located less than 5 miles from OBU, Hampton Inn Shawnee offers a complimentary hot breakfast buffet daily, complimentary high-speed Wi-Fi, parking, and spacious guest rooms. Hampton Inn Shawnee is proud to partner with Oklahoma Baptist University to offer you an exclusive visitor's rates. Call the Hampton Inn Shawnee today and mention the OBU rate to receive your 15% off stay. Call 405-275-1540 and book your room today.
On the journey of life, we all experience ups and downs, tough questions, and painful moments. At Emmanuel Baptist Church, you can discover truth from God's Word and build meaningful relationships to help with life's journey. Join us for worship on Sunday mornings, traditional hymns at 8 o'clock, contemporary music at 9:30, or blended at 11 o'clock. Emmanuel Baptist Church, located at 1451 East 45th Street. Check us out on the web at ibcshawnee.org.
OBU players proudly wear the green and gold wherever they go, and the fine folks at House of Flowers, 2425 North Kickapoo in Shawnee, proudly create beautiful floral arrangements of green and gold and all the colors of the rainbow to make any occasion extra special. Call House of Flowers 273-1852 or visit our website houseofflowersok.com. House of Flowers, 2425 North Kickapoo, experts in the art of expression, a member of the Society of American Florists.
It is the season to sparkle and to do it right. Start with Lowe's, because Lowe's has everything you need to decorate your home indoors and out. And it's savings too. Stop in today and get in on early Black Friday deals like 10% off select GE pre-lit artificial Christmas trees. And get a Holiday Living 100-count clear or multicolored mini light set for just $2.99. Whatever you need to deck your halls and more. This holiday season, do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Offers valid through 11/20, U.S. only.
Master's degree from OBU. Whether advancing your career with an MBA, transforming lives as a marriage and family therapist, serving others through intercultural studies, or enhancing your ministry with a master's degree in Christian studies, OBU has the flexible, affordable program you're looking for, all taught from a biblical worldview. Visit okbu.edu to apply or find out more. That's okbu.edu. Be a future shaper at OBU.
McIntyre of McIntyre Law. We have over 100 years of combined litigation experience fighting for Oklahomans injured as a result of oil field accidents. Oil companies are pushing hard to produce quickly while prices are high, and sometimes safety takes a backseat to profit and people get hurt. Injuries sustained in the oil field are often catastrophic and even fatal. If you have been injured and want to learn more about your rights, call us right now. The consultation is free. We love what we do, and we're good at it. We are trial lawyers. Call McIntyre Law today.
Other games here on semifinal Saturday at the Great American Conference. In men's draw, it'll be Ouachita and Arkansas Tech, and Southern Arkansas and Henderson State. The other girls or women's semifinal matchup coming up later this afternoon. Second-seeded Harding will take on upstart Ouachita. Busy day here at Fire Lake Arena. Clayton Kaufman joins us. Clayton, it's been a busy month plus on Bison Hill, and more action today.
No kidding, Todd. We've got the OBU softball team now up 5-1 in the bottom of the third over Northwestern. Addie Reese, Kennedy Clark, and Morgan Max, all with run-scoring hits to erase a 1-0 deficit. And I know the Bison, we had that tough series loss to Harding last weekend on the road. 3 tough games. We played very well. Now we're in pretty good shape to win this series against the Lady Rangers.
And speaking of winning series, baseball needs to find a way to get 2 today up at Alba. First pitch at 1. They were hammered yesterday in the series opener.
Yeah, the Northwestern Rangers, 17 hits, season high. 14 runs, season high. We talk about the Bison pitching being the difference. They need to step it up in this doubleheader starting in about 10 minutes.
Well, by the way, how was your foray into play-by-play? You're a play-by-play guy. Yesterday, you and Zach teamed up with a call for softball.
We had a lot of fun, my friend.
I bet you did.
And the final call, able to get the 100th victory for Coach Sam Maples. that was special to do, and thanks for letting me take in your spot there.
She's a good woman and has done a lot of good. Hopefully she'll get 101 and 102 this afternoon. Director of Communications Clayton Kaufman visiting with us. And Scott, here at halftime, as we wind down towards the start of the third period, the Bison find themselves down 14, and it was another second chance opportunity that OBU gave up that maybe would have allowed them, had they not given it up, and Giddy pays it off, a chance to get it to single digits. But now what do the Bison have to do to climb out of this hole?
Well, they've got to set screens, but I'm so scared to death to say that because they got 3 offensive fouls on moving screens so far. Trent May started, like I said, I thought pressure the full time, thought maybe zone, but it's a full court man-to-man. Wherever they go, it's full court man-to-man with this great defensive team. But they're overplaying all the passing lanes, so you got to have some good back cuts, a lot of fake outs, and then get the ball to Madison Chambers. With this kind of defense, she can get to the rim.
Southern Nazarene by 14 will have the basketball, and in all honesty, OBU has turned it over today a total of 9 times, but a lot of those came in their half-court set, not against the full-court pressure for the Crimson Storm. That was more to eat up time and reduce the play clock.
Well, they're still overplaying the passing lanes in the half-court sets as well.
Awat misses an open 3. Giddy pulls down the rebound. The ball deflected away from Awat. She tips it out. Giddy with it to Adams. Southern Nazarene going from right to left at Christian Radio Dial in the second half. Here from Fire Lake Arena in Shawnee. Semifinal matchup of the women's play. Adams pushed that time, and her shot comes off wide left. Bison with a rebound. Up ahead it goes to Large. To a cutting Getman. Layup is good. Jaden finally in the books offensively, and it's 35-23 with 9:19 to go in the third.
Maybe that gets Getman going. That's her first points of the ball game. We've got to have her scoring.
Yep, she was 0 of 5 shooting in the first half. It took a basket early in the third yesterday against Tech to get her going as well. Finished in double figures. Cross-court pass. Monahan's 3 left corner is an air ball out of bounds, and it's off of Jill Leslie. That was close to being off Giddy, but Hannah did a good job in selling it.
Yeah, I think that was off Giddy. Jill might have touched it and then went off Giddy there. Wayne Ricks, he kind of hesitated on the baseline, gave it to White.
9:04 to play here in the third. Todd Miller, Scott Waters, Clayton Kaufman with you here from Shawnee. High-low action. Hannah Giddy dumps it down low. Adams misses once, had it rejected by the rim, gets it back and is fouled. And so she'll have 2 at the free throw line.
You know, that might have been a foul, but Georgia Adams was on her feet when that foul happened. Normally when you're in the paint and you're shooting a set shot, you don't get that call. I think that as many hard hits as they've been letting go, that's got to let go.
First foul of the afternoon against Jaden Getman. The free throw is up and good by Georgia Adams, the junior from Australia, who was a very key cog in their 21-1 regular season. Adams averaged double figures this year against Oklahoma Baptist. Averages 15 a game, but that one pinballs in and out. She has just 5 today. She came in at 92% for the foul line. Getman picks a dribble up. Awat is on her in the backcourt. Now it's Southern. Speeds with the left hand into the left front court. Mo Overton pointing at his temple saying, let's be smart, let's be smart. 8.5 to play third period. Bison down by 13. Chambers to Getman down low. Overshoots the rim. Rebound to Adams, and they really did a good job collapsing on Jaden.
I think it was horrible. Wayne Ricks just missed the call. Cassandra Awat undercut Jaden Getman from the backside. That's why that ball was missed so badly.
Reither holds up right circle. Top of the key with it is Monahan. Emily back to Lauren. She'll put up a 3. Got it. Nothing but net. She has 5 3-point baskets. 39-23. We're almost 2 minutes into the second half.
Chambers right on her. She needs to block that shot. She's really close, but she's kind of worried with those 3 fouls.
Southern left of the screen from Getman. Reither knocks it away and has the steal for Southern Nazarene. What has she not done today? Reither up ahead, left baseline to Monahan to Adams, and she shuffled her feet right in front of us. That'll be turnover number 6 for SNU. Lauren Reither, 17 points today for Southern Nazarene. Jaden Getman to inbound, gets it for Mo Southern. Melissa, one of 3 seniors, trying to extend their career another afternoon. She pivots out front, gets it to Chambers. Madison drop steps, throws it up and back rims and rattles home over Awat. Madison Chambers for the Makers dozen 13. And OBU's within 39-25.
I guess if you put it up soft enough with that one-hander, it's going to roll around and go in sometimes.
Awat top of the circle. Giddy high post right. Down low to Adams. Takes a dribble, missed the bump. Everybody standing around, and Hannah Giddy says, I'll take this. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Jill, there was only 2 feet from Jill Leslie. She stood around, like you said.
Leslie then tips an entry pass away from Emily Monahan. 7:05 to play here in the third period. 39-25, top-seeded regular season champion Southern Nazarene. Wing right, Kennedy Large to Maddie. Chambers, one dribble, tries to reverse it. It's knocked away from Southern out of bounds, and Monahan trying to buy the call.
Hey, that was a great play by Emily Monahan, overplaying the passing lane as I've been talking about. Perfect denying. She almost had the steal there. You got to have a fake by Chambers and then the back cut going the other way.
I don't know that there's one school in the country that has 2 teams that play defense the way Southern Nazarene does with their men and women. Top of the circle, Southern, a little shake and bake move, drives right, and on the jump pass of foul, that's on Reither, and that's her first.
That's the way Southern Nazarene, they get even better at defense when they get away with it, but Faulkner caught Reither that time too close to the body of Southern, kind of tugging on the jersey, and then the pass is going to be weaker when you're held like that.
You know what, though? They play to the officiants, and that's what you have to do. They're allowing them contact today, so you have to play it. Yeah, high is Kennedy Large. Now to Leslie. Down low to Getman. Good pass. She shoots high off the window and drops it in.
There you go. You're only down 12. Getman's going now, so the Bison got to get some stops here.
39-27, 6:35 to play here in the third period from Fire Lake. Awatt squares up, right angle. Bounces for Adams, who bounces for Giddy. Makes a quick left to right move and lays it in.
Boy,
she has 10.
She just spins that in like a bowler, right to left, with the spin off the hand off the board.
Melissa Southern left of a screen from Jaden Getman. Stationary dribble out front and a whistle down low, and they've got Southern Nazarene for holding.
Yeah, they're tightening it. I think the officials had a little a talk in the locker room about the defense on White there, because these are calls that did not go in the first half.
Second foul against Southern Nazarene here in the third period. And I think they called it on Emily Monahan. That would be her third personal if that's the case. It is not against Monahan. It is. That is her third.
Another one.
Another ticky-tack foul on Cassandra Awatt off the inbounds pass. That's her first.
Away from the ball. You know, I tell you, Awatt's a good defender, and, of course, Southern Nazarene's good, but they've been getting away in the first half, and they're not this time. Madison Chambers had a step on Awatt there.
You know, I don't like this. You call the game one way. Don't go to the locker room and decide we're going to change the way you blow the whistles. Now, the way they're calling it now benefits Oklahoma Baptist, but I think you call it one way the entire game. Southern lobs it right side. Getman almost falling down. Pivots from the right elbow. Puts it up one-handed right to the rebound.
Yeah, Getman just needs to be a little stronger. There's contact there. They let it go. I think if Getman went all the way to the hole, she has the size advantage just to pin it off the glass against Reither.
Like changing the strike zone in the middle of a baseball game. Awatt backs down, bounces it to Jones left wing to Reither. Back to Payton. Her three straight on. No good. Rebound is tipped and saved in bounds by Georgia Adams. Diving on the floor, she rolls it out right side. SNU just outworking OBU right now on the offensive glass.
Yeah, you'd call those 50-50 balls, but SNU, it's 90-10 for them, just hustling like that.
Great description. Jones, a runner, rattles it out right side, left wing. Leslie the rebound to Southern. OBU down 14 with the basketball. Left quarter, Kennedy Large dribbles up in front of the OBU bench to Leslie. Down low to Getman. She wants it, backs down against Jones and throws it in. Peyton Jones cannot defend Jaden Getman.
No, too much bulk. Good footwork by Jaden Getman inside, and Getman with the fake. You just move the defense a little bit, has an open jumper in the paint.
12-point game, 41-29. 5 minutes to play here in the third. Reither will put a quick trigger three up, banks it off the heel of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Southern. Bow in transition through the paint, left to right, spins back of the wing. Underhands it to Jaden Getman. Getman attacks, bangs into Adams, whips it left corner. Chambers wide open three. Side rim's no good. Leslie was on the back that time, and there's the whistle.
It wasn't on Large. It would be on Leslie.
Yep. She was on the back, and that is her second personal foul. And team foul number 2 against Oklahoma Baptist. 4:38 to play in the third, 41-29. We'll pause for these messages on the Bison Sports Network and Classic Hits, KGFF.
Equipment, we believe in winning teams and lasting traditions. That's why we support the OBU Bison, and it's why we sell the best John Deere equipment around. Our John Deere tractors are leading the industry. It's no secret that they deliver unbeatable quality. At P&K, we're here to prove you can afford it, and there's never been a better time to buy than right here, right now. Our tractor lineup is ready to help you get the job done. We have 18 locations in Oklahoma and Arkansas, so visit us online at pnkequipment.com to find the one nearest you. Because around here, John Deere starts with P&K. Go Bison.
Of every OBU football player is to make a spot on the roster, and to do it, you have to make an impression on your coaches. And it is true. No matter what line of work you are in, normally there is someone above you you would like to make an impression on. There is a longtime friend of OBU who deals in impressions every day. I'm talking about Pinecliff Printers at 1815 North Harrison in Shawnee. Their motto is making good impressions for you. So if you need to make a good impression on someone with that perfect resume, brochure, or sales pamphlet, go see our friends at Pinecliff Printers of Shawnee.
Back here at Fine Lake Arena, Todd Miller, Scott Wanish, and One Dog. I want to visit a conversation we had off the air. I was talking about changing the way you call a ball game from one half to the other. The way they're calling it right now benefits OBU. That's fine, okay? You say that's really not what they do. They get in there, they talk about things that maybe they have missed individually and collectively as a group, and maybe focus on that in the second half.
So maybe the trail officials saying, look, you're primary to the lead officials underneath there, underneath the bottom of the circle. And he says, look, I'm not going to call that reach foul, but I'm seeing this girl, number 1 for White. She's holding the jersey the whole time. You're going to have to get that. And at the same time, they'll flip, too, say, look, why did you call that touch foul? So it goes both ways.
Giddy a bounce pass, backs down against Leslie, missed the turnaround jump shot. Getman with a rebound. OBU's actually out shooting Southern Nazarene now, 38 to 37%. SNU's in a 2:05 scoring drought. Chambers off balance, throws it up and in for the paint, and the lead is down to 10 with 4:07 to play in the third. It's 41-31.
That's big. Awat, she just threw her hands up like, what else can I do? Chambers just took it to her. She can do that all game long.
Bison and Southern Nazarene deadlocked at 18 points to the paint. Most of OBU's in the second half coming from the paint. Down the paint goes Adams, bounces for Giddy, quick touch, and she throws it up and in. She is so skilled.
Yeah, that's a good touch because Large actually pushed Giddy a little bit. Really good defense, closer, just better offense.
43-31, Crimson Storm, 3:35 to play here in the third. Stationary dribble out front, Mo Southern. On the wing with it is Chambers, slides right, back to Southern. Mo on a screen, and there they go. They've called number 4 on Madison, or number 3 on Chambers.
I mean, that's just horrible. I mean, it's just totally That's the 4th moving screen, and I don't know. You don't have to move out of their way. Now, you can't go block them. Even Chambers is laughing on the court there.
Bo Overton isn't laughing as he's having a pretty animated discussion with the official across the way, and now Wayne Ricks has gone over to say something to Trenton Bay. Yeah, that's a pretty bad call.
And that's the 4th one against the green and gold, 0 against Southern Nazarene.
Scott, am I right in saying that all 3 of Chambers have been on moving screens?
2 of them for sure.
Yeah. 3:19 to play, third period. Southern Nazarene 43, Oklahoma Baptist 31. Reither to Awat. It's an 18-3 SNU advantage in 3-point points. There's your game. Giddy drives underneath the basket. Lauren Reither, left circle to Giddy on the wing. Hannah squares up to Awat on a handoff from 13. In and out and almost back down. Southern with a rebound. Melissa gallops into the front court, now crosses over. Now they're going to slow it down. OBU has been better the last 2 days when they pushed the issue.
Yes, definitely. Especially against this defense. You want to keep them moving all the time.
Large backing down, spins, scoops it up, missed everything. Awat crashes for the rebound. Cassandra the counterattack up the right sideline for the white and crimson cladded Storm out of Bethany. Awat leaves it to Reither, directing traffic at the top of the key. Southern is out there with her. Leslie gambles for the steal. Giddy goes around her, misses the layup, but she will draw the blocking foul on Kennedy Large. That's Kennedy's second.
Yeah.
Number 4 on the team.
Hannah Giddy played at Oral Roberts last year. Transferred to Southern Nazarene during the offseason coaching change. Southern Nazarene shooting just 38%, but a chance to build the lead to 14. First time we've seen Giddy at the line today, and she back rims the first free throw. Hannah Giddy is a 50% free throw shooter, 31 of 62 before that miss. Giddy, though, had been 2 of 2 for the line this year against the Bison. Second one is up, high arching free throw, nothing but net. Giddy has her 13th point, 44-31. SNU has 17 from Reither, 13 from Giddy. They're double-figure scores. Chambers, the only double-figure scorer for OBU with 15. Leslie looking for Chambers, grabbed by Awat, and this time they call it. That's the first on Cassandra.
Yeah, that's the only way she can hang with Chambers is grab her. Chambers got free. She had a layup, but that was a good play by heads-up play anyway by Awat to save the layup.
Team fouls are even at 4. Next whistle puts the other to the free throw line for 2. Bison down 44-31. They trail by 14 at halftime, so they've not made up ground. Madison Chambers to inbound. Kayla Highfill reports in, handles it right wing side. Highfill with a bounce pass down low to Getman. Jade, a little shoulder fake, spins and missed the turnaround jumper. Rebound poked into the air, and Adams has it.
Right on target, just a hair short for Getman. Got to have a big stop here going into the fourth.
Winner will face either Harding or Washita tomorrow afternoon's championship game. Jones pass knocked away out of bounds by Kayla Highfill.
See, Highfill can keep up with Jones, and then being 5'11", she blocked that. That really helps take the pressure off Leslie on Getty there, where they tried to get it into her.
Hayton will inbound. Reither in front of us, hands it off to Jones. To Awat, who fumbles it briefly, gets it back, pulls up elbow left, bounces for Giddy, who's in the paint for an eternity. Misses the layup over Leslie, and the rebound to Awat. She just sneaks in and took it away. Reither to Adams, through the paint, goes back door, gets Getman up in the air, and the foul.
Yeah, Jill's got to get those rebounds. She's 6'3" in there. That was good defense, and to come off the rim and just going after the ball softly allows a quick player like Awat to go take it away.
Free throws keeping Southern Nazarene in this lead. They have missed 6 of their last 7, but OBU's in another prolonged scoring drought of 237. Savannah and Duncan coming to the ball game. Getman and Southern will go to the bench. 1:35 to play here in the third period. 44-31 SNU. Georgia Adams, first of 2 free throws up and good. SNU from the line is 6 of 14. OBU has only been there 4 times and made 2. Lead is 14, now 15 as Adams hits the second free throw. 46-31, Trent May across the way, clapping his hands, urging on his defense. Bison right now, you feel like Scott are in the knockout zone.
It is the knockout zone. They have got to score here, I think, just to have some kind of mental thing going in.
Leslie's 3 on cue gives OBU a little flicker of hope. 46-34, 75 seconds to go.
Just like you said, the knockout, I was going to finish. Your mental confidence to go to say we're still in this game.
Jones bounces low post right. Giddy double, gets it to Awat. Ball knocked away, picked up by Giddy. She's in the paint for an eternity. And Reither, as she drives right, shuffled her feet.
Yeah, and not only her, but there's 2 other white shirts. And you have to call 3 seconds in that situation because it gives an advantage to the offense where you can't play defense against all those people in the lane.
Crimson Storm turned it over for the 8th time. 46-34, under a minute to go here in the third. Bison could get it to single digits heading into the final 10 minutes. Leslie hit a big 3 a moment ago to Highfill, right quadrant. Kayla behind the back dribble. Picks it up, needs some help. Ball knocked free. She funnels it down to Malou Savannah. Savannah through the top of the key, picks up right wing and then throws it out of bounds. Chambers was covered like a blanket by Awat.
Well, Reither is just too fast for Savannah. That's why Highfield couldn't get the ball to Savannah because Reither was overplaying and Savannah wasn't getting in open. And then at the same time, Reither was so close to Savannah that she couldn't get away to make a pass.
Southern Nazarene has not had a field goal in the last 3.5+ minutes. They missed 6 of their last 7. Now they can nearly play for the final shot of the third period. Difference of 5 on the shot and game clock. Getting with it left wing. Down to Adams and a foul against Sydney Duncan. That's her third. I don't like that call.
That's horrendous. I mean, she's on the baseline side. The receiver's going to that side. Duncan does not have to move out of the way. She jumped the route. She denied it with her right hand. It was a great play by Duncan.
Georgia Adams to the line for 2. And who was it earlier on the broadcast that sang their praises in the first period? Adams' free throw is good. 15 fouls today against the Bison, 8 for the Crimson Storm. That says something the way they play defense.
Yep.
Adams hits the second, 15 seconds to play in the third. Highfield quickly to the front court left side. Dayla Highfield around the screen. Now back left, 5 seconds to go in the period. Highfield from 15, misses left wing. Jones loses the rebound. Awatt picks it up, fires from half court, and that'll do it. 48-34, SNU 10 minutes away from return to the championship game here in Shawnee. Final period coming up after these messages on the Bison Network and Classic Hits, KGFF.
Sports fan, color is everything. Some of us bleed blue. Others like their orange burnt. And to some, the only red they roll with is crimson. That's why at Sherwin-Williams, we've got every hue, shade, tint, and tone you need to show your team spirit. And with more than 4,000 stores across the country, we're like your home team. Visit your neighborhood store or check out sherwinwilliams.com today.
Are Shawnee Strong. We're a community of saints in action, making healthcare more accessible when and where you need it. Whether it's in person, face-to-face through telehealth, or over the phone, you can continue to count on our team's expertise and commitment to your health. To schedule a telehealth or in-person visit, call 405-273-5801 or visit ssmhealth.com.
Southern Nazarene won the first period by 9, the second period by 5. Each team scored 13 over the final, or the third period. Now 48-34 our score. 10 minutes to go. Oklahoma Baptist will have the basketball. And Scott, you've got to start making some shots, and you've got to get rebounds. You're getting stops. This is a team that, again, has not scored for the floor in some time and shooting just 37%.
Yeah, you're talking about these 3-minute-plus droughts that SNU goes through. They're just giving OBU the opportunity. This last 10 minutes, this is it.
Chambers around a double high screen, veers left, back right, and got her feet tangled up with Awatt, who's called for the trip. That's her set third.
And that was a double whistle. Faulkner and the baseline official had that, and that's right because Awatt got beat off the dribble. She just kept jumping into Chambers when she was going to the rim and tripped her.
Chambers on the baseline, lobs it to Duncan, has her back to the basket, back to Maddie. They run her off the arc with Awatt. Chambers backs her down, now pivots, goes right to left, missed the bump off the window, rebound out of bounds, last off Maddie.
Well, she got close. You know, Chambers leading scorer for the Bison. She got 15 points. Somebody else is going to have to step up to help her.
She's missed 6 shots, and most of them have all come within about 5 feet or so. She's 6 of 12. Still had a good tournament as Madison Chambers. Had 21 yesterday, one off a career high. Peyton Jones holds. Giddy with it, top of the circle. Reither, guarded by Malou Savannah, wing left. Sidesteps right. Now it's Awatt. Shot clock down under 10, and SNU throws it away. Little miscommunication with Giddy and her cut towards the basket. 9th turnover for the Crimson Storm.
Got to go now. Down 14, 9:19 to play. Southern Nazarene over Oklahoma Baptist.
Trent May will use that full court man-to-man pressure as Jaden Getman, the freshman of the year of the conference, to inbound. Gets it to Madison Chambers. She was all-league honorable mention first time in her career. She attacks against Awatt, throws it up a runner, and rattles it home off the window.
What a play by Chambers. You see how much ground that Awatt was given, just bringing the ball up the court, given 9-10 feet, and just kept all the way into the lane. Chambers took advantage of it with the bucket.
17 for Madison. Back down to 12 again. Jones bounces at left elbow. It's through Adams' legs. Duck out that time by Leslie on the floor. Took it away from Giddy. Now to Getman into the front court right. Veers left. 8:45 to play in the ball game of the season, perhaps. Savannah between the rings. Guarded by Jones. Moves right, veers left, spins down the paint, and Jones with a body foul. She had all ball, but I think she got body too, and that's going to cost her first personal. And Malou Savannah, who statistically is the best free throw shooter at Oklahoma Baptist, to the line for a pair.
Well, Savannah being aggressive got the benefit of the call. It looked like Jones was straight up. Savannah with the left shoulder initiated all the contact. Being strong, she's rewarded with 2 free throws.
The first team All-League selection, Cassandra Awatt, out of the ball game for Southern Nazarene is Malou Savannah. Goes to the line. First free throw is good.
So that means Emily Monahan's going to be guarding Chambers. That's what Trent May has done in all three contests. If Awatt's on the bench, then it's Monahan to guard her.
Malou Savannah's second free throw good. She's 24 of 25 from the line. OBU is 4 of 6 from the stripe. Down to 10, the SNU lead, 48-38. 8:25 from the finish. Reither holds her hand, bounces for Giddy, left circle. Between the rings, it's Monahan, left of the screen, attacks, now spins, cross courts at right wing. Adams to Giddy. Giddy goes through the paint and lays it in.
That's just too easy. Jill's got to push Giddy out. A good job by SNU by rotating the ball so they could get it to the post on the right block.
So 32nd timeout. We'll keep it right here. Hannah Giddy is the reason this team is where they are. They have a very good lineup, but they have a lot of the same players back they had a year ago. But when you add ORU transfer Hannah Giddy, a skilled international player like her around the rim, that just really elevates your team and your program.
Yeah, she's so dexterous. Her feet and her hands, soft off the board. You're exactly right, Todd, because there's really not any other shooters other than Reither today, and Reither hadn't been doing that the whole season. What she did to the Bison today with all those three-pointers.
Rebounds, 33-22, Southern Nazarene. That was not the case yesterday against the top 20 team nationally in rebounding margin at Arkansas Tech. Bison from 3, 2 of 6, Southern Nazarene 6 of 15. There really is your difference, 18-6. And it's a 12-point game, 50-38. SNU's made one more field goal, 17-16 for OBU, and the Bison are out shooting them by percentage, 40-39.
Yeah, I wonder Trent May, he took that timeout, wants to put full court pressure, just bleed this clock. Because sometimes it's been taking 10 to 12 seconds off the shot clock by the time Melissa Southern gets across half court.
Trent May has won everywhere he's been at Bethany College in Kansas, then went to Grand Canyon University, and then took over at Southern Nazarene. He's in his 6th season at Bethany. They've had a great year of basketball at Bethany, both with the high school Broncos and SNU. Getman will inbound in the backcourt to Chambers. Madison runs into the front court with a left hand. Spinning back right. Now spins back to the top of the circle, drives deep, and Monahan forced her to a tough shot to hit the side of the backboard. Monahan with it, almost got by. She did get by with a walk. Ball got caught on her hip.
Yeah, she's smiling out there.
Reither holds 2 fingers in the air. Now it's Giddy against Leslie, right slot. She'll hold it high to Lauren Reither. Shot clock down to 12. Reither to Monahan. She'll drive against Southern, right corner. Driving baseline is Jones. Shot blocked out of there by Getman. Play clock was getting deep, and Jaden with a defensive play. Rebound to Chambers. Chambers down the paint to the goal, and a block at the other end by Giddy, and she saves it inbounds.
Boy, that was a great play by Giddy because that was a bucket. Chambers needed to recognize that help side defense by the big center coming across. Had a wide open player on the other side.
7:10 to play in the ball game. 50-38 Crimson Storm. Jones cuts down the paint, and Southern was on her hip and commits the foul, so Peyton Jones is going to go to the line for 2.
That was on Melissa Sutter. That's her second. Team's first of the fourth quarter. At the line for the Crimson Storm, number 21, Peyton Jones.
Bo feels really good about this program, regardless of a win or loss today. They won their first Division II era postseason game, and he has another talented recruiting class coming in. Peyton Jones, 1 of 2 for the line, hits the first free throw. Somebody sounded like they were being murdered behind us. Second free throw is good.
Yeah, you know, that's a pretty good strategy. The sound is so foreign that it could distract a free throw shooter.
52-38, 7 minutes to play in the ball game. Leslie holds left circle, getting with those long arms out there with her. They hand it off to Southern. Moe against Reither, pounds the dribble hard right. On the baseline, Getman. Jaden angles to the free throw line. Now goes right to left in the paint. Missed the jumper. Rebound to Adams. So the Nazarene is deviated between a 10 and a 14-point lead. It's never been bigger than 14 today. Bison have fought, but just not making enough plays.
Yeah, just not making those shots to cut into it because they're doing a good enough job on defense. and limiting Southern Nazarene some opportunities, but just not scoring.
Jones drives left, misses the layup, but she's fouled. So Peyton went to the line a moment ago. She'll go there for 2.
Second in the fourth quarter.
Jaden Getman has her 3rd personal foul. Second team foul against the Bison here in the final period. So Peyton Jones has 3 of her 5 for the foul line today. SNU beat Southern Arkansas here 2 days ago. 3rd game of the tournament as Jones rattles the free throw home.
There's a lot of full court pressure in that game.
Yeah.
Probably both ways.
Jones' second free throw is up. That would hit the heel of the rim, and Getman boxes out for the rebound. Jaden with her 7th rebound of the ball game to go along with 6 points. She's had a great postseason debut on Bison Hill. Chambers a hard dribble left to the rim, draws a double, cross courts it, wide open 3. Savannah is short. Giddy the rebound. That's her 8th retrieval to go along with 15 points.
Now you're under 6 minutes and missing that 3. It's just very slim to catch up now.
53-38, 5:50 to play in the ball game. Perhaps the season. Giddy to Jones, top of the circle. Peyton attacks right, goes behind the back, slips and loses the handle as Leslie picks up turnover number 11 for the Storm. Southern underhands it to Savannah. Wing left for 3, short. It hit the rim, almost bounced back in. And then Getman had the rebound poked away from her. No, it's off Jaden out of bounds.
Cassandra Awat returns.
Cassandra Awat will come back in for Southern Nazarene. Peyton Jones will go to the bench. 53-38, 5:34 to play. 15-point lead is the second largest of the afternoon. I think they've led once by 16. They did. That was in the 3rd period. Bison, though, have been able to get it as close as 10, but never under double figures. Awat dumps to Giddy. Layup good.
Wow, how do you let Giddy get that loose inside the right block?
55-38, SNU with their biggest lead of the afternoon. Under 5 minutes to play from Fire Lake. Getman holds top of the circle. 2 dribbles, looking for Savannah. Malou gets free, now hands it off right side for Southern. Dumps it down low to Leslie, who pivots, back rims it and down. Jill Leslie with just her 3rd basket has 7 today. 55-40 Crimson Storm with 4:40 to play.
That time Leslie didn't hesitate against Giddy. She just backed in, went quickly, and it worked, scoring deep in the paint.
Reither, Monahan, top of the circle. OBU in a 2-3 zone. Right baseline to Adams, back to Emily. Monahan to the foul line left. Emily Reither. Cut off into the circle, a bounce for Giddy with 4 to shoot. Giddy with 2 to shoot, loses it, gets it now to Adams, and catches, throws it up and front rims it with 1 on the shot clock. Leslie has it to Southern. Good defense by Oklahoma Baptist. Mo, left wing. Leslie out high. Pump fakes, drives around Adams. Leaves it for Getman to the elbow. She'll slide left, free throw line jumper good. Timeout from Mo Overton. OBU showing a little bit of life, but is it too little too late with 4:08 to play? It's 55-42 Crimson Storm, and we're back after these messages on the Bison Sports Network and KGFF.
Strong, we're a community of saints in action making healthcare more accessible when and where you need it. Whether it's in person, face-to-face through telehealth, or over the phone, you can continue to count on our team's expertise and commitment to your health. To schedule a telehealth or in-person visit, call 405-273-5801 or visit ssmhealth.com. That's 405-273-5801.
1946, TFCU was founded as a not-for-profit credit union, and for 75 years, through tough times and good times, we've been helping our members achieve their goals and realize their dreams. We get it, that each generation has their own path to follow, but the years don't change how we take care of each other. In life, in money, we get it, because we're members too. Tinker Federal Credit Union, 75 years of you and TFCU, federally insured by NCUA.
Update from spring sports in the 5th inning across town on Bison Hill. It is 7-1 Oklahoma Baptist in softball. Baseball with a 5-2 lead early on in the first game of their doubleheader today at Northwestern. That is actually in the bottom of the first inning. So a 7-run first inning for the Rangers and the Bison combined. 55-42 here, Southern Nazarene with 4:08 to play. Bison will pick him up full court. Reither gets free, handles the inbounds pass against Melissa Southern. Southern forces her to give it up to Awatt. They just did beat the 10-second count. Cassandra ahead to Giddy, left-handed layup, good.
Yeah, that's why Overton doesn't do it earlier in the game, because Giddy get loose on that back end. But OBU had a chance to double team a couple of those dribblers.
Getman hard to the rack, lays it up, shot skips off, no good. Rebound to Giddy. OBU just does not have the team speed this year to be able to press full court.
Yeah, I would agree with that assessment.
I think Bo would probably like to do more of it, but it doesn't fit the mold of this club. Wing left is Giddy, whips it right side against the zone. Adams to Reither, now to Giddy. Her little lob pass deflected and stolen by Leslie to Chambers. Chambers around the defender. Reither cuts her off. Now Madison spins back into the paint. Out high with it is Southern for three. That one back rims. Rebound to Southern Nazarene, and it's off of Monahan out of bounds.
Yeah, but now you're trailing 15, the Bison, with only 3:11 to go, and I think just run out of time.
Southern missed a rare three over the last couple of weeks, being that wide open.
Yeah, a little bit flatter than what she's been shooting, and she's been dead on with those wide open shots.
57-42. Chambers to Getman, left corner. Leslie's three is an air ball. Right into the hands, weak side for Monahan. Up ahead to Awatt to the rim for the layup. That should do it. 59-42 with under 3 minutes to play. Bison going to match a team high for wins in a Division II era. They did so yesterday with their 17th and a timeout called by the Bison. Back after these messages. 2:54 to play. Southern Nazarene by 17 of the Bison Sports Network and KGFF.
UPS store in Stillwater, Shawnee, and Midwest City. They're your one-stop shop for all things printing and shipping. Whether it's big printing projects, color copies, canvas art, letterhead, mailouts, they can do it. They also have your business cards, banners, posters, and brochures covered too. The UPS store concept was introduced in 1980 as a convenient alternative, and it has continued to lead the business services category it created. Your neighborhood choice for mailboxes, printing, and business services. Stop in or call today the UPS store in Stillwater, Shawnee, and Midwest City.
I just got totally free checking at Vision Bank.
Vision Bank has free checking?
Totally free. And I got a free gift when I opened my account.
No monthly service charge.
No. Plus I have free bill pay, free online banking, and a free instant issue debit card.
And it's all free.
Totally free. Plus you can earn interest with 3 totally free account options too.
And they have it right here at Vision Bank.
Yes, at all 8 Vision Bank locations.
So totally free checking at Vision Bank.
Now you've got it.
Get all the details and start saving today with totally free checking at Vision Bank. Member FDIC.
Todd Miller, Scott Wattish back here with you courtside from Fire Lake Arena in Shawnee. Semifinal number 1 of the women's draw of the Great American Conference basketball tournament. Regular season champion Southern Nazarene 59, Oklahoma Baptist 42. Bison knock it off the 4-seed Arkansas Tech yesterday. Both teams finished 12-10 of the regular season. 9 games behind the Storm Club. Faith Wright is into the ball game. She'll veer to the far wing. Now to Copeland, top of the circle, looking for Camden Graves down low. Looks like Bo has pulled his seniors and the starters. And a foul out high against Reither. That's her second. Going to be some tears shed today, Scott, but they have nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, great season. Like you say, the first NCAA Division II postseason win yesterday over a good Arkansas Tech team. Competed today, just didn't make enough plays to win today.
Wright needs help. Gets it to Chloe Poole. The native of Ponder, Texas, pulls up. Shot was blocked by Monahan. Stick back once by Smith, no good. Her second attempt, no good, but she's going to the line. You know what? Why not get these young players some postseason tournament experience?
Well, they've been here. Everybody's been here. Like you say, everybody's been on the court for a big run next year, and it'll be exciting. And, it was exciting watching the Bison start out 6-0 in conference, had that dry spell for a while, and then picked it up here and there. And then those 2 wins at the end of the season, I think, helped get the momentum going to defeat that athletic Arkansas Tech team. But it's a buzzsaw playing Southern Nazarene's defense.
Hannah Smith misses the first, hits the second, so she's into the scorebook. And Hannah Giddy now is going to come in on the ball game. 59-43 with 2:20 to play in the ball game. Adams to Awatt. Awatt into the front court right side. Now they leave it for Georgia Adams. Back to Reither. A little surprised Trent May still has his key players out there. Lexi Ream is into the ball game. I mean, they have a quick turnaround tomorrow for a championship game. Driving baseline, Adams. Left quarter, Awatt. Three, no good. Rebound underneath. Georgia Adams whips it out to Reither on a bounce pass with 1:55 to play. 59-43 our score. Shot clock down under 10. Awatt back to Reither. Thought about a three. Drives against Poole to the goal and misses the layup, but a foul. That's on Copeland, who picks up her first.
What an outstanding game by Lauren Reither. Reither, 5 of 7 from downtown, 6 of 8 from the field, 17 points. She's really the catalyst on the offense that got Southern Nazarene to the big lead early.
Macy Atala is into the ball game for the first time as Coach May now will empty his bench. 1:46 to play. 59-43 as Reither will be subbed out for Kimberly Cook, sophomore from Whitewater, Kansas, if Reither hits both. Reither today, 5 of the team's 6 made three-point baskets. First free throw is good. She's 1 of 3 now from the free throw line. So OBU found the going tough against this Crimson Storm defense as Reither's second one rattles off. She didn't want to come out of the ball game yet. Copeland has it to Faith Wright into the front court, left to right. On the wing, Chloe Poole. She holds it high, back to Faith. Minute and a half to play in the ball game and the season. Hannah Smith, left wing. Whips it across the floor. Faith Wright was too tall, hit her hands, and then is scooped up by Lauren Reither. And they're going to stop play so Reither can come out of the ball game. She'll get a nice round of applause, and rightfully so, from the Crimson Storm fans. 1:24 to play. 60-43, Southern Nazarene. It's been an impressive performance today. Not perfect, but an impressive performance nonetheless. Cook leaves it on the left wing side. Lily Smith throws it away, trying to cross court it. Hannah Smith with the interception. Now to right. She'll settle on the right wing side. Pitched off the dribble, elbow right. Now to Copeland, down low to Graves. Backs in and missed the turnaround jumper, but she's going to the line.
Now, if Camden Graves makes one of these free throws, it'll break the lowest points that the OBU has scored in this whole season. It was 43 throughout the season.
Here's been the problem. They're 2 for their last 12, 0 for their last 5, and haven't scored in 3:06. Free throw spins home by Camden Graves, who has her first career postseason point. Lexi Ream incidentally committed that foul. It's her first. Second one is up and good.
You know, you love the competition, but, Southern Nazarene, you got to give it off. They play so hard, overplay everything. Pressure in this game, it's just tough to score.
They're the best team in this league for sure. That's why they're about to be 23-1 in league games this year. Elbow right. Macy gets it now to Leon, and Neffer is going to be bumped and fouled. Is that on Chloe Poole? It is, and that's her first. Fourth against the Bison, so Southern Nazarene will throw in with 47 seconds to play. Atala, the inbounds pass. Back to Cook, right quarter, Neffer Leon. Pass deflected, run down by Lexi Ream. Now to Cook, wing left, Smith, her 3 front rims. Poole the rebound. 32 seconds to play. Chloe into the front court. Neffer Leon nearly knocked it away. Right on the baseline to Smith. Handed to Graves, her 10-footer, back rims. Rebound to Sierra Copeland. Copeland pivots, goes back up. Back rims that jumper underneath the foul line. Lee on the rebound, and Trent May says enough is enough. Puts his hand up and says no more. Final seconds will tick away. Congratulations to Southern Nazarene. They're headed to the conference championship game. They beat Oklahoma Baptist today to end the Bison season 60-45 as Bo and Trent shake hands at midcourt. 60-45, the final score. Our final wrap-up of the year is coming up next from Shawnee on the Bison Network and Classic Hits, KGFF.
Estate planning is a crucial step in protecting your family's future. With an estate plan, you can decide how to distribute your assets, make healthcare decisions, and support ministries after you pass away. It involves some pretty big decisions. But with guidance from Water's Edge, you can plan for your children's future, give to kingdom causes, and get expert help along the way. Build a solid foundation for your family. Start your estate plan today. Visit watersedgeservices.org.
I just got totally free checking at Vision Bank.
Vision Bank has free checking?
Totally free. And I got a free gift when I opened my account.
No monthly service charge.
No. Plus I have free bill pay, free online banking, and a free instant issue debit card.
And it's all free.
Totally free. Plus you can earn interest with 3 totally free account options too.
And they have it right here at Vision Bank.
Yes, at all 8 Vision Bank locations.
So totally free checking at Vision Bank.
Now you've got it.
Get all the details and start saving today with totally free checking at Vision Bank. Member FDIC.
McIntyre of McIntyre Law. I know firsthand the devastation asbestos exposure can cause. My father-in-law was diagnosed with mesothelioma in 2013 and passed away shortly thereafter. Asbestos companies hid the dangers of their products, valuing profit over people. We work with an entire team that is dedicated only to asbestos claims. If you or a loved one has been injured and want to know more about your rights, call us. The consultation is free. We love what we do, and we're good at it. We are trial lawyers. Call McIntyre Law today.
The best tailgate party starts with a carry-out order from Billy Boy Barbecue, 120 West MacArthur. Billy Boy Barbecue has been owned by the Scott family since 1973, and they serve some of the best barbecue you've ever tasted. Ribs, brisket, sausage, hot links, ham, and chicken. Dine in or carry out, and they can cater your next event. So before the game or after the game or any other time, stop by Billy Boy Barbecue, proud supporters of OBU Athletics. Billy Boy Barbecue, 120 West MacArthur.
Diner, home of the world-famous Burger Basket. Don't forget Friday night all-you-can-eat catfish at all Boomerang Diner locations. Boomerang Diner, or enjoy breakfast all day, anytime. Check for the location nearest you at boomerangdiner.com.
Did you know that generic drugs are just as safe and effective as brand name drugs? Generics might look different, but they work the same way. And they can even save you money. Don't believe me? Ask your doctor or pharmacist. Or visit fda.gov/generic drugs.
Hi again, everybody, and welcome back here to Fire Lake Arena in Shawnee. Todd Miller, Scott Wadish for the final time this year, 60-45 our score. Let's take a look at the numbers. 33% today for OBU, 18-54 shooting. Bison were 2 of 10 from 3. By comparison, Southern Nazarene 39%, 20-51. They were 6 of 19 from 3. 7 of 10 foul shooting. OBU 14 of 24 for Southern Nazarene. Big difference in this ball game, and it was a concern coming in how good SNU out-rebounds everybody. They were plus 11 today, 42-31, including 14-8 of the offensive glass. Bison with 13 turnovers. They forced 13 as well. OBU with just 7 assists and 18 made baskets, 11 assists for the Storm on 20 made field goals. 7 steals today for the Bison, 7 for Southern Nazarene. SNU blocked 5 shots. Oklahoma Baptist blocked 1. Individually, only one player in double figures in her final game of her career. Madison Chambers was 17 points, 2 rebounds, 1 steal. Her plus-minus was -17, but she played well. 7 of 15 shooting in 37 minutes. The rest of the scoring, 4 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists for senior Melissa Southern. 7 points, 8 rebounds for Jill Leslie. She had 3 steals. Kennedy Large did not have a point or a rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal for Large. Jaden Getman, 8 points, 7 rebounds. She had a block shot. 2 points, no rebounds, Sydney Duncan. No points, 4 rebounds, Sierra Copeland. 4 points, no rebounds, Baloo Savannah in her final game. Highfield played, Wright played, Poole played, did not score along with Hannah Graves. Hannah Smith, Camden Graves had 2 points from the foul line. 19 points from Hannah Giddy, who just missed a double-double, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 block shots for the league's Defensive Player of the Year. 18 points, 3 rebounds, 3 steals for Lauren Reither, who was 5 of 7 from three-point range. 9 points, 9 rebounds, Georgia Adams, 2 assists, 1 steal. 8 points, 11 rebounds for Cassandra Awat. She had a block, a steal, and 2 assists. The only other SNU player to play and score was Peyton Jones. She had 6 points, 4 of those for the foul line, where she was 4 of 6. Points from turnovers, OBU 10, 6 points in the paint. Southern Nazarene 28-24. Second chance points, the Storm 12, the Bison 5. Fast break points, 6-0 Storm, and 9-6 bench scoring in favor of Oklahoma Baptist. Southern Nazarene will play tomorrow afternoon here in Shawnee against the winner of this next game between Ouachita Baptist and Harding. They march home with a record of 26-4. Oklahoma Baptist season is over. They match a Division II era record with 17 victories. Their final record 17-11. We'll take another break. Hopefully we'll have a chance to hear from OBU women's basketball coach Bo Overton as our postgame show concludes from Shawnee after these messages on the Bison Sports Network and Classic Hits, KGFF.
So, what if your roommate, we'll call him Einstein, decides to microwave a metal mixing bowl full of cookie dough and sets your apartment on fire? Well, we've got an agent for that. See State Farm agent Dennis Morris in Shawnee for auto, renters, frankly, all kinds of insurance. Dennis has got your back. So call him today at 275-1343. That's 275-1343. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Fans, when you're on the road visiting Oklahoma Baptist University, choose Hampton Inn Shawnee for your stay. Located less than 5 miles from OBU, Hampton Inn Shawnee offers a complimentary hot breakfast buffet daily, complimentary high-speed Wi-Fi, parking, and spacious guest rooms. Hampton Inn Shawnee is proud to partner with Oklahoma Baptist University to offer you an exclusive visitor's rates. Call the Hampton Inn Shawnee today and mention the OBU rate to receive your 15% off stay. Call 405-275-1540 and book your room today.
Todd Miller, Scott Waters back here with you from Fire Lake Arena in Shawnee. Semifinal Saturday of the Great American Conference Women's Tournament. Regular season top-seeded Southern Nazarene awaits either 2-seed Harding or Ouachita Baptist in tomorrow's final after dispatching of the Bison today, 60-45. I hope we have a chance to visit with Bo, but sometimes in end-of-the-year situations, emotions certainly take over the locker room, and that's certainly understandable, but I'll tell you what, while it's tears of heartbreak because you didn't accomplish your goal, they should be tears of joy, too, because this team really, truly did accomplish so much.
Yeah, and they had that momentum coming in. That's the disappointing part. Everybody happy, everybody confident, after looking at that 57-55 loss, actually had the lead in the waning seconds in Bethany, where Southern Nazarene has not lost one time on their home floor.
Things that we talked about on the pregame show, rebounding, limiting second chance opportunities. That did not happen today. And OBU, unlike yesterday against Arkansas Tech, every time the Golden Suns made a run, the Bison had an answer. That wasn't the case today.
No, not the case. And then you look at field goal percentage in the fourth quarter for the Bison, 3 of 16. I know there were some reserves that played late, but how are you going to cut into any kind of deficit, not making shots? Coach Overton says that all the time. We like to break it down to making shot opportunities where the difference in the game is, and you shoot 33% from the game, it's just going to be tough to win.
All right, we'll take a final break. Hopefully Bo joins us to the backside. Final score, Southern Nazarene 60, Oklahoma Baptist 45. This is OBU basketball on the Bison Sports Network and Classic Hits, KGFF.
McIntyre of McIntyre Law. I know firsthand the devastation asbestos exposure can cause. My father-in-law was diagnosed with mesothelioma in 2013 and passed away shortly thereafter. Asbestos companies hid the dangers of their products, valuing profit over people. We work with an entire team that is dedicated only to asbestos claims. If you or a loved one has been injured and want to know more about your rights, call us. The consultation is free. We love what we do, and we're good at it. We are trial lawyers. Call McIntyre Law today.
On the journey of life, we all experience ups and downs, tough questions and painful moments. At Emmanuel Baptist Church, you can discover truth from God's Word and build meaningful relationships to help with life's journey. Join us for worship on Sunday mornings, traditional hymns at 8 o'clock, contemporary music at 9:30, or blended at 11 o'clock. Emmanuel Baptist Church, located at 1451 East 45th Street. Check us out on the web at ibcshawnee.org.
Back to Fire Lake Arena for a final time. One Dog, your final thoughts on this season, and not only this game, but a really memorable year. 17-13, and this program has really turned the corner under Bo Overton in 3 years.
Yeah, how exciting, starting out 6-0. I mentioned that earlier in the conference. That's huge. That gave the confidence to keep playing. How about the seniors, Melissa Southard, Madison Chambers, Malou Savannah, the vast steps forward. It's always good to see people make improvement on the court, making improvements in their lives. And then you have a wild card here, Lauren Reither. She went crazy today. Well, we got head coach Bo Overton now. Head coach Bo Overton of the Oklahoma Baptist University women much improved team, just each step going over and over. Coach, there's got to be some emotion in that locker room, but I know you love every one of these young women. You see, especially your 3 seniors, Melissa Southard, Madison Chambers, Malou Savannah, making these steps forward. You won your initial NCAA postseason game yesterday. It comes to an end today, but how do you feel about these young women making strides in their life?
Yeah, I just told them, how they had set a bar now. They had set a bar now, and you can't be around 3 any better people. And I just told them, for me to be able to coach them, what an honor. They're I can assure you, I'll never be worried about them. I mean, they are great people, really smart, really sharp. Hopefully here in a few years I'll be borrowing money from them, because they are really sharp, just really sharp people, and they'll make it. They will make it. Just so proud of them. So proud of them.
Well, a disappointing loss, 60-45, the top seed Southern Nazarene here in the postseason when you had a lot of confidence. There's a wild card coach in this. Lauren Reither got loose.
Yeah,
6 of 8.
Great.
5 of 7 from downtown.
Yeah.
That really set the tone, because your defense really kept Southern Nazarene, again, shooting in the 30 percentile from the field, but just that one wild card really threw a wrench into this game.
No, she played great. I mean, she made shots, and I thought her making those shots really settled them down. It really settled them down, gave them confidence defensively, and they are so good defensively. It's hard to run your stuff, hard to get the ball inside. Just everything you're trying to do is difficult, and that's what I mean. Maddie and Mo just never stopped fighting, and Jaden, came back in the second half, and I thought got going a little bit. So it's just one of those teams, couldn't get loose from them, couldn't get loose from it. And when we did, it just seemed like we never could make that shot or make that play. So I give a lot of credit to them. They do a great job.
The best defensive team you went against in the conference, Southern Nazarene. Madison Chambers, again, they cannot stop her off the dribble.
Yeah.
7 of 15 from the floor, took Awat to the rim, and Monahan, whoever's guarding, 1 of 3 from downtown, 2 of 2 free throws, 17 points. She had 21 points yesterday. Big part of the win yesterday. You're going to miss Madison Chambers.
No, she's not only on the floor, but just in the locker room, off the floor, on campus. She's special. She's special. Think about how lucky I am to come on this job, and she was already here, and just really, really lucky to have her and Mo and Malou here, and just kind of wanted them to play another couple games.
Yeah, you said it in the pregame, it's exciting to play this time of year. Well, what's your overall thoughts on this season?
Well, of course, we're happy, I think, with how we finished and all that. But I told them in the locker room, I mean, every team, has stuff happen to them. Every team has to go over hurdles. And I just thought the way that they fought with everything that happened to them, that just shows you who they are. And just really proud of them for, we had people playing different positions than when we started. And we had people changing positions in the middle of the season. And, it just things like that on teams, you have to have people that are willing to do that and that are smart enough to do it. And I'm just really proud of this team. They like you said, I mean, I think we probably tied for the most wins, won a tournament game. I mean, just, this is a start of something that I think is going to be really good.
Well, Todd, Clayton, and I, we all thank you for coming out before the game and after the game. You really add to the broadcast, and we love following your team. Thanks, Coach.
Well, anytime. We appreciate what you guys do for us, and looking forward to doing it again.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Well, Overton visiting with Scott Wanish, and he is a class act, and what he has done in 3 years with this program is nothing short of remarkable. And better days are certainly ahead for Oklahoma Baptist. And again, those better days are because of the sacrifices made by the seniors, Savannah, Southard, and Chambers. Scott, I want to tell you how much I enjoy working with you. We start in the fall. We're together until March. We wish it would go a little bit longer, but you're a real pro's pro, and I mean that. You have a journalistic background as far as newspapers are concerned, but you have really slid into this role as far as broadcasting is concerned, and you're a dear friend and somebody I really enjoy sharing the air with.
Love you, bud. Thanks so much. You make it easy. Anybody sits beside Todd Miller, you know you're going to have a good broadcast, and we get attached to these players. We get attached to the team. We see them so much. It kind of hurts to see the season end as well. And knowing the people and being part of the university, great job on the broadcast. I guess we're divorced till football season.
That's about the way it worked, isn't it? Although we might have to make a trip somewhere.
Okay, all right.
You know what we're talking about over east?
Yes.
It might have to have you pick me up, and we might go over.
Okay, all right, we'll go.
All right, final score today, final time, Southern Nazarene 60, Oklahoma Baptist 50 for Scott Wattish. For Clayton Kaufman, who's done a great job the last couple of days producing our broadcast. I think Clayton would like to say something.
Guys, I said this at the end of basketball season last year. We appreciate you guys being able to provide the play-by-play commentary for us. You guys are some of the best in the business that I've gotten to work with in almost 14 years, and stick around at Bison Hill, guys.
Thank you very much, Clayton. All right, that's going to wrap it up for our crew. I'm Todd Miller from Shawnee. Until next season, we'll join you for softball and baseball in the spring here on the Bison Sports Network. So long from Shawnee.
This has been OBU Bison Basketball on KGFF. Bison Basketball on KGFF is sponsored in part by McIntyre Law, PCBU College of Graduate and Professional Studies, First National Bank and Trust Company, SSM Health St. Anthony Hospital, Shawnee, Lowe's, Hampton Inn, Sherwin-Williams, Eric's Pharmacy, Great Plains Graphics, Vision Bank, Emmanuel Baptist Church, Dennis Moore State Farm Insurance, Billy Boy Barbecue, Tinker Federal Credit Union, Boomerang Diners, OKC Tents and More, Water's Edge, House of Flowers, Shawnee Pit Stop, the UPS Store, B&K Equipment, Pine Cliff Printers, Qdoba Mexican Eats, Rob's Smokehouse, Extreme Inflatables, Shawnee Milling Company, Oberlin Charters, Tack Designs, The Lunchbox, Marco's Pizza, Chick-fil-A, Subway, First United Bank, and Vive Broadband. This has been a copyrighted presentation of KGFF Sports in cooperation with the Oklahoma Baptist University Athletic Department and the NCAA. Thanks for listening to Bison Basketball on KGFF Shawnee, K265FE, Shawnee.